Well, it's Tuesday after May 2-4 weekend, and I had to work all weekend. I ended up working midnight shift Friday, so I started at 11 p.m. and I finished at, I think I'm going to say 10 a.m. Came home, was off till Saturday morning, was in at 5 a.m., worked till 7 p.m., and then went in Sunday at 6 a.m. and worked till 7 p.m. Actually, I think it was out of there like almost 8. But anyway, when I left, I actually screwed up my phone pretty good. Doesn't do anything now. The screen's broken. But what's been driving me crazy is all my friends are texting me unbelievably. I have to go get this thing fixed today. But all my friends are texting me and telling me how well they did at this weekend's demolition derby. If you guys don't know, my infected car was actually supposed to go down to Dresden. And because I had to work, I couldn't go to Dresden. So the car is just sitting in the garage. Let me just get to it. Ta-da! Oh, it's dark. Hold on. Turn on the light. Tripped over. Ta-da! So this car was supposed to go to Dresden. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it because I actually had to work. And all my friends did really good. My buddy's dad went down with a round back wagon. I think he took about 5th or 6th in his heat. Just not very often you see round back wagons run anymore. I would have really liked to go down and see it. But he also brought a mini car. Now, they had 3 heats plus a constellation. I've watched them all on YouTube. They're great videos. My friends did great. All 3 of my buddies made it to the feature. Chris Trappier, Kevin Archibald, and Joshua Archibald. I had lots of other buddies there, but those were the guys that I actually talked to every day. They did great. We've been telling Chris not to drive with his back end. He was driving with his front end. He wrecked a 76 Cordova bumper. Just wrecked it, disintegrated it, completely gone. And they did great. They ended up getting a second, third, and fourth finish out of all the cars there. And that is really good place finish. It was $5,000 to win. So unfortunately, I couldn't go. But now we have a car built, ready to go somewhere else. So I'm not exactly sure where this thing will go. I don't know how it's built. It can run Edge Motorsports, and it can run Thrill Show, but with Thrill Show I'd like to do a lot more to it. But how it's built right now, it can run Edge. The only thing I'd have to do is get rid of the back window bar. So we do have a car built, ready to run somewhere. Just have to wait for the day where it can be ran. But lots of stuff to do today, like fix the phone. I think I'm going to make a trip to the scrapyard, even though it's raining out, to try to get some more wiring harnesses. My wiring harnesses are selling like crazy. I cannot keep up with the orders, and I cannot wait until all the other plugs come back in because I just can't keep up with them. So let's see what I can get done today. Well, I've done a little bit more work to this. You guys may have just seen the video of this thing go up. I got a tool cart. I got it at a local garage sale. Didn't pay too much for it. I think I paid $10. It's had a rough life, but honestly, its life's just going to get a whole lot worse. We welded the propane tank to it. I filled it with water, and then I put a whole bunch of welds on it everywhere. And then I made a spot for the battery box. Without the battery and this full of water, it still doesn't want to tip over, and that's what I wanted. So when the battery's on there, there's going to be no way that this thing's going to tip over. Now, what's left to do, I don't know where they went. Air horns. Air horns. Where's the air horns? Where's the air horns? There they are. There they are. And then what happens is these will get mounted on the top of here, just like that. So I don't think that looks too bad. That's going to be high enough where it'll go over top of the blocks with the sound. And then all that has to be done to it now is I got to mount the control panel on the back, which I might as well try to do now. And then I want to try to see if I can get a solar panel on the top of this as well, and then mount it to the top of the air horns or build a little bracket way up there to mount the solar panel to. Not sure, but honestly this thing's coming together just the way it is. we're going to head out soon and try to get my phone fixed and then maybe head to the scrapyard. It's still raining out pretty hard, but oh well, let's keep going. Well, here we are back at one of my most favorite places in the world. And what we're here for today is actually some Toyota Camry wiring harnesses, because they're selling a lot faster than I thought they would. I pretty much can't keep up with the demand. Completely out of plugs, and I'm waiting for a whole bunch of them to be mailed back to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the plugs out of pretty much every Toyota Camry at this scrapyard. What a shame. This thing's still here. What year is this thing? Oh, wait a minute. I've already taken the plugs. I'm going to be running into a lot of this today. Cars that I've already stolen all the plugs from. Oh well. Let's just keep going. See what we can get from these cars. Oh, here's another one. Did I take the plugs from this one? Oh, this is the year I'm after. Straight oh, V6. Plugs are no good. Avalon, V6. Echo, that's a 4-cylinder. I don't think the plugs are the same though. You know what, if the plugs are the same in an Echo, I can get a lot more. Let's take a look. Nope, the plugs are a lot different. Echoes will not work. Shame, because there seems to be a lot of damn Echoes here. V6 Solera. V6. Lots of parts here. Lots of parts here. Torcel. Corolla. Echo. Corolla. Corolla. You know what? I should try to buy myself a Corolla and make myself one of these kits for these Corollas. Because once I have a Corolla kit, I can come here and take all these Corolla wiring harnesses. Solera, V6, Corolla, Echo, Camry. Oh, did I take this one? That looks like a 4-cylinder. Oh, hold on. The missing door handle trick. Ugh, there we go. Okay, let me show you guys how to get these harnesses out of these cars. I've tried to be nice to this car, and it's not working. So, first thing we got to do is get the glove box open. So what we're going to do, I have very limited tools. I'm just going to take our screwdriver, put it in there, pry. There. So the first thing to do is remove all the screws holding in the glove box. New bodies are a lot easier because I don't need any tools. I just kick and the whole thing comes apart. But old body, there's quite a bit more screws. So let's get this glove box out and we'll go from there. So this, like this, what you really do is you just unscrew this white connections from the heater core. Now this is pretty much the same on old body and new body right here. It's just that old body takes a little bit more work to get to it. So I have those undone. Now I pull it down. I want to unplug everything from it. What we're going to do here is we're basically separating the engine harness from the car harness. You do not, under any circumstances, cut the engine harness. So just like that, the entire engine harness is disconnected. Let me get you in there and get a close-up. As you can see, the engine harness comes through the firewall and is completely disconnected now and just hanging down here. What I need is this top plug and then this cut basically right here. and then that shipped to me. So let's get these cut and I'll show you what they look like. That's it. These are the plugs I need. Now in certain cars these are blue. On new bodies sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're white. On old bodies they look just like this. So this is all I need to build you a new wiring harness that is standalone. Every single wire in this car can be gone except for the engine harness and all the wires connected to the motor. On the old bodies there's a little bit on the passenger side that has to stay as well. But what I got what I needed from this car, so let's move on to the next one. Great thing at the junkyard, when you remove a glove box, now you have a toolbox. Little tip for all you guys that are not junkyard warriors yet. You'll get there. Just be patient. Let's move on. This Camry comes with a whale. Should I let the whale go free into the water? You know what? I'm going to. Be free, little fishy! He's at his home there now. Let's keep going, guys. The problem is I've already been through this scrapyard, and I've pretty much taken every Camry harness that I can already get. So, I guess the pickings are a little bit slimmer than what I was hoping for. Oh, here's a Camry. Did I take this one? Yeah, I've already taken it. See, it's already gone. On the newer bodies, I basically need all that white, but I do not need the engine harness side. I need the dash harness side. Oh, this place needs to get, actually, you know what? I'm saying this place needs to get more Camrys, but then again, I don't want this place to get more Camrys, because if they get more Camrys, that's less Camrys for me. I don't know how many times I just said Camrys, but I bet you it's a lot. Camry, Camry, Camry. Oh, 4-cylinder. Have I already rated this one? 2 4-cylinders, 3 4-cylinders. Holy. Toyota Alley here, boys and girls. This one here is actually got already a frame tweak done to her. It's got the glove box in it. Now what we have here is a new body. Now what makes new body easier is, ready? Watch this. Just like that. And then once that's down, just grab and rip. Pretty much just comes right in. Well, there's half of it. I guess let's get out the screwdriver. But anyway, new body is a lot easier to actually get out. There's not a lot less steel in the dash on a new body than there is old body. So if it's cold, you can pretty much break it all quite easily. Old body, you need some 10 mil tools. New body, you pretty much just need a star screwdriver. There. It's basically all we need. Now, again, what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the engine harness, just like so, from everything. Now, the reason why I disconnect the engine harness is because I do not want to cut the engine harness. So that right there is your entire engine harness for this car. With that removed, just get your star screwdriver again. We're just going to undo these 2 screws. Just like that. Now come in with our cutting tool, our big one. We're just going to cut the entire harness. There. Just back here now. Just like that. So we need that, and then we also need the top plug to the computer. Now the top plug to the computer is not part of the engine harness, it's actually part of the dash harness. Just like that. So for new bodies, I need this, and you've seen what I need for old bodies. So let's keep moving. Sometimes when I come to a scrapyard, I get lost. Not physically. What I mean is, I just start walking around, enjoying what I'm around, seeing what people throw out. Watch your shins off that trailer hitch. But just seeing what people throw out, seeing what goodies are hidden. You never know what you're going to find by just exploring around at the scrapyard. Look at that, a little chair. But what I'm saying is when I go here, I usually spend almost a full day. Just because I just walk around, explore, jump over the oily water, and just walk around and see what's out here. Pizza Nova. I don't know. Like, I know there's more productive things I can do with my time, but honestly, walking around a scrapyard is honestly very relaxing. If I ever won millions of dollars, I'd probably start doing this. Probably buy a whole bunch of land, start buying a whole bunch of crappy cars, and then just seeing what becomes of it. You never know. You can make money off scrapyards. You can make a lot of money. That's why there's so many of them. But I just love walking around and seeing what these places have. Every time you come here, it's different. Every time. Unless you come like one day right after another. Then it's pretty much the same. How about a flat cube van? Look at all the flat cars. Pretty funny. Look at that, that's too high. There's two of them there. Oh my goodness. I think the top one's a Subaru. Unbelievable. They really get these things quite flattened down. Oh, these are all stacked too high. There's another Subaru. This is what happens to your old cars, guys. Get flattened, crushed. Well, we're driving home. I got my screen fixed on my phone, so super happy about that. If you're one of the 63 people that have either called me or text messaged me in the last 24 hours or sent me a message over Messenger, I'm really sorry, but I'll get back to you as soon as I get home. We got some Toyota Camry wiring harnesses. Now, unfortunately, I was only able to get 2 from this actual scrapyard. Pretty much taken all the other ones already. I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna Google some stuff and see if I can find some more scrapyards we can go to that are not too far out of the way, and then hopefully I can get a whole bunch more made and get them ready to be shipped out. Maybe we'll head up to Collingwood today. But oh, another thing I got to deal with today that I just remembered. All my MTO tickets are due today. Not due today, but need to be in the mail today. So I guess let's go home and fill out some tickets and get those ready to be sent out. I am not guilty. Not guilty. Everywhere I go, the Toyota Camrys just haunt me. Just taunt me. Well, we've been out here in the shop now for about an hour. Done little things to it. Kind of built my own little wiring thing again. Fuel pump. This derby it's going to requires the light, computer. Now, this car does sound like shit, but remember, this thing's been through for about 4 derbies now. So, she also doesn't have any water in it, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a head gasket. I wonder if it's got oil. Let's check to see if this thing has oil. I always forget to do that. Yeah, it's got some oil in there. That's all that matters to me. As you notice, we are doing the fancy dancy alternator delete. So we are running without an alternator on this one. What's left to do to this? Some better tires, because these are just the actual tires that I'm pretty sure came on this car. We still need to seatbelt our doors shut, because you guys know me, I'm not a fan of welding. Need to pretty up some of this electrical, because it is disgusting and everywhere. And then clean up all this electrical down here. Gas tank strapped down. I don't know if that's the battery I'm going to run. I think it's having a hard time holding a charge. So, if it's having a hard time holding the charge now, after a couple rounds without an alternator, it's really going to have a hard time holding the charge. So I might be changing that battery out to a different one. This horrible, horrible creasing job. I don't know what happened back here. Don't even look at that. Don't even look at it. We got to mount fire extinguisher. I always forget fire extinguishers. Always forget fire extinguishers. We're just going to throw a mount in there and then quickly change everything over. I got to hook up some negatives still and clean up some wiring. Really not that much left to do to this, but it'll be getting ready for the Derby coming up very shortly. Unfortunately, I actually did order a custom header for this. A lot of these Toyota Camrys, the header comes up straight, so it goes right in a spot where I don't want it. I've cut the hole in the middle, so I've actually asked for a custom header that is offset to one side, so it goes in the middle of the hood. I ordered that in April 2nd or April 3rd, I think it was, and it's not here yet, so a little disappointed about that. I don't know. Lots still to be done, I think. The door tightening the door shut's going to take me a while with the seatbelts, because I got to drill all the holes. But it's actually getting quite hard to breathe in here with all that CO2, I'm going to say what it is. It's actually making my eyes kind of burn. So I'm going to help Harley up to the house, because she's still a cripple, because she decided to chase a squirrel. Right? Right, Harley? This looks like a guilty face. Right? Good girl. Stay there. This car will make it, and early prospects of work is not going to be happening, so I will be able to make it to this Derby, so I'm pretty excited to get you guys some more Derby footage and get to wreck some cars. But I did build a little bit more onto this today, as you guys may have seen in the early part of the video. I did get the control box mounted. So now, this thing's getting ready. This thing's really coming together. I'm getting more and more excited every day. Just have to find some pipe tape and I'll reinstall everything, because I seem to have lost that. But take care, guys, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.